What's up, CEOs? It is time for the weekly auto dealer training. This week is how to be an absentee dealership owner. Okay, so if you're watching this right now, you're probably watching the replay, but you can be in on this live inside the Facebook group for startup auto dealers and those who want to make six figures selling used cars. So I'll put the link in the description so that you can get in on some Q&A, get some questions answered so you can get on to doing what you want to do. So I'm Shamel Leonard, and I'm the founder and creator of the Auto Dealer Business School, the one and only Auto Dealer Business School. I talked to someone yesterday, and he's just getting started in selling used cars. And he said, when you want to know something, you go to school, and there's not a school for this. And that's exactly why I started the Auto Dealer Business School, because there wasn't no school for this, right? So shout out to him. He's now a new member of the Six Figure Dealer Club. I'm so excited to get a chance to build up his dealership. But the Auto Dealer Business School, in my opinion, now that I've been doing this work for a little while, I realize that it is where good people come. Okay. Everyone I talk to, everyone I work with, they are good people in the sense that they have a good heart. They have a heart to do. They have a heart to serve. They have a heart to be a part of the solution and not the problem. Okay. So the Auto Dealer Business School is where good people come to learn techniques to sell good cars and to make good profit. Okay. Good morning, Corvette D. Okay, good. Everything is working good because it was giving me some crazy notifications. All right. So, yes, if you're good people and you want to be a part of the solution and not the problem with our auto industry and how cars are sold, cars are done, customers are treated, etc., then this is the place to be to learn how to do that and make good profit. Because there is like this misconception that you can't do good and make a lot of money, right? But who says that? I mean, we create our reality, so that's definitely possible. All right, so just to give you some receipts, okay, that I'm out here and I'm doing the work for real, and I know what I'm talking about on most things, okay? Because nobody knows everything, and I'm no exception. But I have been able to speak at the NADA conference in 2021. I am writing that accomplishment because it was a very big accomplishment, and it also was important to the startup auto dealers to bring our voice and our representation to such a big organization like the National Auto Dealer Association, okay? And I'm also an NIADA dashboard contributor, which means that I am dropping nuggets on their dashboard for startup auto dealers, because that's another space that we need to be able to get value, and we need to have content and business strategies that are specific to us. Okay, so NIADA is the National Independent Auto Dealer Association, and they are geared towards independent auto dealers, right? NADA typically is all about the franchise dealer, but there are lots of independent dealers who are members of that organization. So just want to let you know what the industry is about. All right. So we got some announcements before we get into absentee owner. There is an auto brokering online workshop. Okay. It is really all about auto brokering, but it's called How to Be a Private Auto Broker for Luxury Car Buyers, right? But any car that you don't have in your inventory, you're going to want to still be able to sell. And this is the workshop to come to learn how to broker a good deal, a deal where it's a win-win and you don't get burned, and your customer is happy with the car and you made some good profit. So join that workshop. I'm going to put the link in the description because that's going down tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay. I think, yeah, so join the workshop. I'm not sure what I'm going to do after. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a replay or anything. So just be there. Okay. Be in on that workshop. And then the other announcement I have, the last announcement is that enrollment is now open for the Auto Dealer Business School. So how you enroll is you enroll in the Six Figure Dealer Club. That is the program in the Auto Dealer Business School currently. Now, in the Six Figure Dealer Club, you can get licensed, and that part is drama-free licensing, right? Because you have to get licensed first, and drama-free licensing is within the Six Figure Dealer Club. And then after you get licensed, then you're officially a member of the Auto Dealer Society, right? Because you can't be if you don't have no license, if you don't have a license, right? So you're officially a member in the society, and then you're a member, a full-fledged six-figure dealer club member. Okay, so I'll put the information there on the Six Figure Dealer Club. If you want to learn more right now, I do ask that you schedule a strategy session because my time is limited, the space is limited, and I kind of really need to get to know who you are before we start working together and understand if this is a good plan for you. Okay, if Six Figure Dealer Club is good for you, right? You want to know that before you join. So schedule a strategy session to learn more about the Six Figure Dealer Club and how to join. All right, so getting into how to be an absentee dealership owner. Let me just say this. I'm not an absentee dealership owner yet, okay? It is something that I want to be. And so I'm on a journey now in doing things a little different than how I did before. One, with setting the intentions about what it is I want my business to be about. And, I've talked a lot about selling good cars, making high profits, as well as what does my lifestyle look like. Absentee owner is where I want to be. So right now I am very present in the day-to-day operations of my business. I actually touch every department, right? Nothing really moves without me and my input or my talent or my direction, my strategy. And that is not where I need to be if my goal is to be an absentee owner. So this is more about what I've learned on the path of being an absentee owner, and to help you set the intention too, if that's what you desire. And it's what you desire if you're trying to build wealth. Okay, if you're trying to build wealth and not just make money, then yes, absentee ownership is the way to go. And so I believe, right? But I believe it's the way to go because it's about time freedom and money and freedom, really, just freedom, right? Freedom to do what you need to do and to be, and to, invest in other things and move other projects forward, okay? So that's number one in being an absentee owner. If you aren't already, is you just have to set the intention. You kind of have to like step back and envision yourself as an absentee owner. What does that look like? What's going on? What's happening? What are you doing? Right? So that's what we're going to go through. So after you set the intention to be an absentee owner, your operations can't depend on you. And when I have my strategy sessions with a lot of people, they are the bottleneck in their business. Like, every car has to go through them, especially my mechanics. Like, bless your heart. My mechanics who want to be auto dealers, every single car, every time I talk to a mechanic, every single car goes through them to be reconditioned, right? In their operations. And that is creating a bottleneck. And that is backing up your sales, really, because it depends on your time and your availability, and you can only produce so much as one person. So that's the first thing. Operations cannot depend on you if you want to be an absentee dealership owner. That's actually the second thing. Setting an intention is the first. Operations can't depend on you is the second, right? You need a team. So the first team that is important to have in place is your recon team or your recon department, right? So recon is parts repairs and detailing. Okay. So, hey, what's up, Linda? What's up, Santos? Let me know who you are and where you coming in from, and let me know if this is if you're picking up what I'm putting down. If you want to be an absentee owner, if that's what you desire to be, okay, let me know. So where was I? I was talking about team, and I was talking about your recon team being the first team that you pull yourself out of. So what it's going to look like as you're pulling yourself out of it is you're going to put the team members in place to recondition your vehicles, right? While those team members are in place, most likely you are still the one giving the orders and delegating what needs to be done and checking and make sure what needed to be done is done and done correctly, right? So you have to then, after you have your team in place, then you have to remove yourself from even that role in the recon process. All right. So that's number one. Your second team, so far in my experience and in my opinion, because I had a hunch, and I'm putting whatever I think in place and in practice. But the second team you need to put in place is your marketing and sales team. Okay, so after you get it reconned, after you get your vehicles reconned, then they move on to marketing and sales, right? And that will complete the sales process, if you will, for your dealership, because you have, after a car is acquired, okay, so that's the acquisitions department, then it's reconditioned, then it goes to marketing, and then it goes to sales. Okay, so then you have that whole back end of your processes complete. Okay, because sale also is taking care of the customer, your customer management, even after the sale. Okay, so any questions about that? Any questions about reconditioning, recon team, marketing and sales team, and what you need in place? Okay, let me know in the comments. So these are the other two departments that I'm still figuring out, still struggling with, really, and don't quite know which order they come in. But I do know that the other departments you have are, of course, your acquisitions, and at some point you need to remove yourself from the being the sole person who acquires your vehicles, or if you're not the sole person, then you still need to remove yourself from being the person who has to sign off, if you will, on every purchase or approve purchases, right? You want to have some control over the acquisitions department, because that is, your product is so much money for your business. Like, it is where you can, it can make or break you, right? So you definitely want to make sure you have some systems in place and some protocols and some checkpoints and some checks and balances, right? All the words that they say, all the phrases, because you definitely have to make sure that what someone else is doing won't cost you in the long run, right? So that's the part that I'm still struggling with, because as you see, I'm still trying to figure out what exactly are all of the checks and balances. But in the Six Figure Dealer Club, we are all actually working together to work that out and see what works best for us. Okay, so that's the other department, and then of course you have office management in general, right? You need someone to be in charge of office management. And that is, of course, all the other stuff, compliance, license renewal, and having everything in place for that, internal audits, etc. Right? So, yes, this is the team, or these are the departments that will run your business and allow you to be an absentee owner. Okay, so any questions about that? Let me know in the chat. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You breathing in what I'm breathing out? Okay, let me know. So one thing that I've definitely, so number three, so first was set the intention to be an absentee owner. Second is your operations cannot depend on you. And the third thing is what I was surprised to realize or learn, which is that I still have to keep an eye on things, right? There is no such thing right now at the level that I am, where I'm totally hands off, because I don't have all the key people in place, like all the strong members of the team, like all the strategy, the strategic players on the team, right? It's the strategic players that allow you to really step away completely, like for real, and not even have to keep an eye on operations. But until then, right? How you keep an eye on operations is you have to know what your key performance indicators are, your KPIs. Okay, so these are reports, numbers, information that let you know what's going on in your business. Like, are we profitable or not? If we are profitable, how profitable? What is our cash flow? Are we cash flowing positively or negatively, right? What is our average profit per car? What is the average cost in our dealership of our vehicles, of our cars? How long is it taking to recondition a vehicle? Like, what is that process? So these are the KPIs. These are things that you need to keep an eye on, because these are the things that are the heartbeat of your business. And you need to know exactly what's going on. And you need to be able to look at something very quickly and know, oh, we're in trouble, or, oh, we're great, right? So that's the whole point of KPIs. So any question about KPIs? And that is definitely what we provide in the Six Figure Dealer Club as we move towards the absentee owner milestone. Like, we have goals in the club, and towards the end, after you have all your systems in place, then it is getting you set up to be an absentee owner, and what the KPIs are and how you track them. Okay, so KPIs is what you still need to keep your eye on. You also still need to keep your eye on the money, right? I know in the KPIs that you see the money, but you really do still have to like manage the money. If you think about any business, fraud creeps in when you don't have your eye on the money. Like, when too many people have access and there aren't enough checks and balances where the money is concerned, right? Then money is mysterious. Okay, so you got to protect yourself from that and keep an eye on the money. You also have to protect yourself from any compliance issues. So you need to keep your eye on the mail. Okay, the mail is where it's at. Okay, because anything urgent will be sent via mail or sent to your registered agent for your business, right? And you need to be on top of that. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but all my auto dealers out there who have not visited your location, your office in forever ever, you need to go and check your mail. Okay, keep an eye on your mail. Have a date, a day that you're always up on your mail. Okay, if you're not doing it daily or weekly even. Okay, you need to set a date to be up on your mail. Okay, so any questions about that, CEOs? Any questions? Y'all are real quiet. Was this good information? Are you taking notes? I had one guy tell me, like, yeah, you be asking for questions and stuff and comments, but I'm taking notes. Right? So let me know if this is helpful in the comments. I want to close with this. I want to end this training today, this auto dealer training, with what I've learned. Okay, so I've learned a lot with trying to grow my business and in understanding what works and what doesn't. Okay, and what I've learned is, one, I had to be better at managing money, and I had to be better at managing people, right? And what I mean by managing people, I thought I was a pretty good manager because I've had different jobs or careers even where I was responsible to manage people and produce a goal, right? And produce, and for my team to produce, and we would hit our goals, right? So that gave me the sense that I was good at managing people. But having my own business, I realized that it's a different kind of management, because having that job, I could always blame things that didn't go quite right or systems that weren't quite right on management, right? Because I had a boss. Well, now I'm the boss. So if things are messed up, things aren't quite right, it's my fault. And I have to take all that responsibility. And I also have to learn how to motivate my team. I have to recognize them, celebrate them. Did I say motivate them? Encourage them. Um, and set realistic expectations about what is a good work day, what's a good work week, work month, etc., what's not. It's a lot to learn about managing people. But what I ultimately uh, did or learned to do was think about how I'm best managed, like how I best perform in a situation. What motivates me? What encourages me? What makes me feel like this is not the place for me, or I'm not doing a good job, and vice versa. Okay, so I had to really learn how to manage people, and I had to learn how to manage money. Now, I didn't think I was bad with money. Okay, so I want to go there. I didn't think I was bad with money, but I didn't quite understand what money management was. And money management, it's very important to understand the importance of cash flow, right? And since I'm a small business, I can't think about cash flow in terms of was this year positive, did we have positive cash flow this year or this month? Honestly, that's too long of a window for my small business and my small budget. My cash flow determination or review needs to be daily, weekly. It has to be way more frequent. I have to always have positive cash flow at the end of every day. And that is one of the things that has really helped me to grow, really, and feel great about managing money. All right. So let me know if that was helpful, because yes, it's very important to manage money and manage people. Those are really important jobs in having a business, and they're very easy to do as long as you just really tap into who you are and what makes you tick. I think that's my opinion. All right. So I want to leave you with this because I know that becoming an absentee dealership owner may seem like a big goal, and it may seem like it takes a lot to get there, but you are starting now. Like every big thing has started small, right? And I want you to know that look at what you're managing now and what you're doing now, because what you do with a little, you do with a lot, right? They say that money, when you have more money, only enhances what's already there. Like you don't change when you have more money, you're just more free to be really you, right? So you just want to make sure that what's already there is good stuff, good practices, disciplined, respectful, good to people, etc. Because those are the things that will come back to haunt you later or to do harm later. All right, CEOs. So yes, that is all I have. Any questions? Y'all are so quiet. I see y'all here. Are y'all taking notes? Let me know. Okay. And as I said before, you can enroll in the Auto Dealer Business School because, to be honest, y'all, this is a lot. It's a lot of work, right? But I have taken a lot of work and condensed it into step by step in the program so that you can just go from phase to phase and get to where you need to be. Because this is the stuff when they say it takes you years and years to understand how to do your business or to be successful. This is the stuff that they're talking about. All the lessons you need to learn, all the background, all the grunt work, even all the secrets. This is it. The secret is it takes work. Okay, and it's a lot of work. That's the secret. Okay, so if you want help, if you want a shortcut, if you want a blueprint, if you want step by step, you want weekly mentoring, you want accountability, you want an instant chat so that you can have questions answered when you have issues, then join the Six Figure Dealer Club. And you start to join, you start with scheduling a strategy session. And I'll have the link in the description so you can do that. And also be sure to sign up for the online workshop about auto brokering, because auto brokering for small dealers, for startup dealers, is a really crucial part of your business revenue. All right, CEO. So I am here. I am ready when you are. So let's get it. All right. Be blessed. And I'll see you next week. Bye.